Close to starting another year, you guys gonna be a pretty exciting time for you guys.
Yeah, we've had a great summer, and it's been good. And we've had an outstanding summer, a great trip to Toronto, so we're a little bit ahead. Today is our first practice. We have 30 practices before we open up at Florida State, and we got an exciting group, and we're looking forward to it.
Because you were able to, the way the rules are now, you can work all summer and you got to take a trip. It's almost not like you don't know. It's almost like you've been doing this along. Yeah. How does it change today in terms of the focus and intensity level?
We're about 2 weeks ahead. That 10 days of practice and then 3 games in Toronto, we're about 10 days ahead. So we're not having to start in 101. We're able to start in 201. And so it's a great benefit for us. Great benefit for us, and I wish we could take a trip every summer.
I noticed the physical stuff y'all been doing. I've followed on Twitter. You've been kind of the conditioning stuff. Looks like, is that a little different than what you've done in the past, and how has that affected their team's attitude towards being ready?
Yeah, well, we've had a ton of success here in the last 4 years, and then last year was a disappointment. So we wanted to do some things a little bit different. We wanted to with 7 new players, we thought boot camp, along with our trip to Toronto, would give us a great opportunity to continue to bond. This group has as good an attitude and as good a chemistry as any team I've been around in my 29 years of college coaching. And they're a fun group to be around. They work hard every day. They have a great attitude. So it's been mission accomplished.
What's kind of the biggest question mark you want to have answered before you guys get that first game?
We got to get a rotation, because we got a bunch of new guys. We got a lot of talent, a lot of deep talent, and then style of play. They got to adapt to our style of play. But the biggest question mark is how our 7 newcomers are going to respond when the popcorn starts popping for real. They did a great job in Toronto in 3 very tough contests against good competition. But once we tip it up against Florida State, it's a little bit different, and I want to see how they respond. They've been very competitive. They have fit into our group very well. Our returners have improved. So, but that's our biggest question mark, is how those new 7 guys are going to respond to a real game.
Javis and Armel are 2 top returners from last year. What have you seen from them in the offseason?
Well, Armel has become a complete guard. We felt great about his ability to score last year. But this fall and this summer, he's really taken it upon himself to be able to run a team. And then his biggest improvement has been on the defensive end. He's really gained some strength, and he knows what to expect now. But defensively, we've seen amazing improvement with Armel, and he can kind of set the tone for us defensively. And Javis might be the most improved player in the Big South. He's at 225 pounds. He stayed with us all summer. He played great. He averaged a double-double in Toronto. And Javis has matured. I just don't even recognize him. And he's an amazing guy, and his play has matched his personal maturity, and we're excited about him.
Well, you're getting ready for it kind of starts for real today, even though you've had all summer and you had the trip. Tell me the excitement level of you, as this your 3rd year now, and you've kind of been through it, but obviously you're a little pumped up about getting started.
I think it's just the newcomers, getting that fresh start. Like Coach said, we're ahead, and we got a taste of where our team could be in Toronto. So it's really fun to go at it every day now. I look forward to a better season.
You talk about the newcomers. What do you kind of tell them to kind of help get them up to speed and get them acclimated to the program?
I just try to learn from my mistakes my freshman year coming in. Obviously, some of them not freshmen, but just the new style of play, the new environment. Just tell them just to go hard and just ask questions if you ever need them. We got a few great returners. Ray Robinson, Armel Potter. Just ask a lot of questions, and my biggest thing is go hard, and everything will come. Sure.
Barclay talked about you putting on a good deal of weight. Do you notice the difference out there playing with the added weight?
Oh yeah, that was my most funnest thing in Toronto, was just seeing how I can move guys around now, better moves, quicker moves, and stuff like that. Just being in a better position for my team.
He was talking about the Canada trip. What did that do, I guess, for your guys as far as confidence in getting you guys? He said, it was about 2 weeks ahead now, aren't you?
Well, the biggest thing you want to do when you start a season is have a great idea of what your team looks like, and I think that's what that did for us as a group. We're going to go into Florida State with a lot of confidence. The scrimmages will do well, but just having that real game on the line, having to play into the buzzer, it'll just really catapult us into a better start with the season opener.
These guys probably already asked it, but can you just talk about the chemistry, building from Canada? How's that been going for you guys?
It's been great. I think we really found our chemistry in the 10 practices or how many we practiced in the summer. Going at it every day, the tough ones, figuring everybody out, having the newcomers figure themselves out, with the new team and new style of play. And I just think that was way better than the 3 games. Now, obviously, we bonded and we became closer in Toronto, but I think those practices really brought us together and hanging out and bonding over the summer.
And losing a guy like Aaron Wheeler, kind of do everything. Yourself or anybody else, does anybody need to step up, or is that going to be like a team thing, just everybody coming together?
Oh, yeah, team thing. We're trying to be 10, 12 deep. We don't want to rely on one guy. Obviously Aaron was that guy, we look to as a senior and a leader and a returner from a very good championship team. But, yeah, we're gonna try to go with strength in numbers this year and, try to play with a lot of guys, wear teams down.
I'll ask you just what we've asked him and Coach Radebaugh. This is the official start, even though you've had some time together. Does the day one mean anything different than to a player when it's go time now?
Definitely, it just gets us like really excited for the season. It's like we can start the countdown now. You know what I'm saying? Mark our days with our calendar and just making us go harder every day. We're just getting more excited.
The conditioning that y'all went through, the boot camp, I guess you'd call it. How different was that from last year? And do you sense that this team is ready to take on the harder role? To be a harder team in terms of physically.
Yes, definitely. The boot camp showed one thing that our team is, and that's tough. There was some players out there that were questionable, and then they pulled it out. People had cramps. They ran through it, and it showed character. Some of the younger guys, they pushed through it, and they were pushing me. So the whole team just came together and brought us together as one.
What's the biggest thing that you guys want to change, I guess, from the way that you guys finished last year and to take the program to the next step?
Our chemistry just together. Like, our chemistry is different already. You can feel it throughout the whole team. Everybody's positive. The energy's there. And they're just ready to play their role. No one's worried about scoring, defense. Everybody's just trying to win. That's what I feel.
What's been the most difficult thing to kind of mesh the older guys with the younger guys this year?
The most difficult thing is, the young guys just make some mental mistakes. But that's expected. I still make mistakes now. I'm still one of the young guys. But, they're doing pretty well. They're adjusting to things, asking questions, and they're learning fast.
Javis talked about a team mentality, but you are the leading returning scorer, and that's what you like to do. You're a scoring guy, but Coach Radebaugh talked about defense, the way you've improved defensively. What can we expect in terms of your improved game, all-around game this year?
Man, just being a complete point guard. I know what time to score this year, and we have a lot of new players, and they can shoot, they can rebound, they can score. So it's a lot of different things that I get to do out there now. I get to pass the ball a little more, but at the same time, I got to control the whole game and control everybody mentally. I got to be the leader.
Y'all looking forward to Florida State? That's a tough way to get open with the ACC. But a couple years ago they opened with Ole Miss and beat them. So certainly you almost think you're a little more confident than you were maybe a year ago.
Yeah, definitely. We're going there looking to win. There's no doubt in my mind. We're working every day for that game. Definitely trying to pull out an upset.